So, before I go back to the phone, I want to show you a situation that's the darndest situation I've ever seen in all my bone days. This is dumb. It's not, this is a sign of psychopath. This is a sign of delusion. This is a sign of pure insanity, and it makes no sense. Really. You got to be out of your mind to think and react this way. You got to be totally crazy. Grandpa tell me about the good old days. I have never seen anything so nutty, and I've seen some nutty things, but I've never seen anything so silly as this right here. Really, what I'm about to show you. So some of you know a couple women went down to Magic Mountain, and they got on the tallest ride at Magic Mountain. They have these rides. I haven't gone there in a long time, but they used, when I was there, like, they had this ride. It would take you way up in the air in the sky, and you're like going up really slow and going up, and then it just drop, and you're back on Earth. These females took a Magic Mountain ride. That's all it was. It was just a quick Magic Mountain ride. They let them in front of the line, and they went up on this ride, and they came back down at the blinking of an eye, and you would think that they saw God. They act like they saw God. They went so far up, and they were gone for so long. They saw God at Magic Mountain. And their reaction to it is pure evil and insane. This is why women need men to be right, for those who are lost and not really looking for God themselves. But these women are sick. This is mental illness. They need to open up the crazy house and let these women in real fast. Watch out if you see them coming, because I want to show you, really, this is delusional. I can't even find a better word. This is pure delusional. This is insane. This is crazy. So Katy Perry and a couple other females went up they didn't even go past the cloud, I don't think. At least Magic Mountain ride takes you a little bit above the cloud. And they went up in a ship and came back so fast we didn't know they were gone. But listen to them. They saw God, and they're of love now. They're on cloud 9. This is from X. Katy Perry, who was one of the females that went up, Katy Perry says her short trip to space made her connect to her divine feminine. What was she like before she went up there? If she messed up like this now. Here's what Katy Perry realized during her trip up in space. Watch this from X.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
What is she talking about? Really? I need a joint to understand what she's talking about. Everything she said is dumb, and it made no sense at all. 0 sense. Who is Katy Perry? What's one of her songs? What?
I can't remember. How's Fireworks go again? Fireworks in the sky. Right?
That's not helping.
Okay.
You're singing not well.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But, I sing, let me hear High the Tiger.
That's the one. You know that one.
How that goes?
You had it better than me just now.
How? Let me try.
The tiger. Well,
you need to go back into the eyes of the tiger. Because she lost her mind.
Oh, because you're hot, then you're cold. There you go. Bada bing. You're in, then you're out.
Oh,
you're
you're
up,
up
then
and you're
you're
down. Okay. Katy Perry has lost her total mind. Somebody better lock this girl up before it's too late. Really. Cause what she said about this little ride at Magic Mountain is dumb. She got all that from a 3-minute ride. I don't even know if it lasted that long. And she got feminism divine now. What is that? If ever we needed you, Lord, we need you now. This is just Katy Perry and all those little women, females that went up on that ride. It wasn't nothing. Come on now. She also said she hoped the world can learn a lesson on unity and that you can never truly know how loved you are until the day you launch. Watch this.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. For me, like Gayle said, this wasn't a ride, it wasn't a destination. It was a journey, and it was a supernatural one. And my journey has always been about love and belonging. And I think that we have all felt that sometimes we weren't worthy or we didn't belong in certain ways, no matter all the accolades, no matter all the studying, no matter anything. And I think today we all said it, like, we belong here. Mm-hmm. I think that you'll never know the amount of love that you have inside of you to give and to receive until the day you launch, because you're leaving all the love behind and you're surrendering and you're hoping that you get another chance to love them again. And so when you come back down, you're like, oh, I get another chance and I'm going to do it.
Oh my God, now I'm crying. Okay.
What? And so you want women in charge, right? So did they go up on PCP or something? Did they take some acid before they went up? That sounds like an acid trip. I remember once I was at a party and somebody said, hey, Jesse, you want some window pane? I didn't know what window pane was, but I'm at the party. And they gave me a little window pane that was on a little thin piece of paper. And you put it on your tongue and melt. It melts on your tongue, and you feel like you go up in a rocket, and you feel all love. You feel like it's just love. Everything is fine. But then after a while, you start seeing the rocks and things move like snakes and frogs, fake rocks in the grass there. It was a trip. That sounds like what Katy Perry these women took. Well, they all acid. Come on, be honest. That sounds like an acid trip. Really. I think that was an acid trip. Somebody need to ask Gayle and Katy and whomever else went with them. Well, y'all on acid trip, be honest, because that sounds like an acid trip. Ain't no way in the world they took a 3-minute ride right up there and come back and all that. They on cloud 9. Somebody need to shake these women. They're having a delusion. They're having a nightmare. I don't even understand what she's talking about. It doesn't even make sense. And Lord, poor Gayle, Oprah friend. That's Oprah friend, Gayle. Poor Gayle. What Gayle doing up in the day? She kind of old. I think if you're old, you go up on a trip, your blood pressure go up or down. What Gayle doing up there? Poor Gayle. Gayle, Oprah friend. This is from X. Gale King lashed out at critics calling her spaceship a ride. It was a ride, Gayle. Come on. Just say, that's a nice ride. It was fun. She lashed out at people calling her ship a ride, comparing herself to an astronaut, Alan Shepard, and suggesting misogynist and behind the term. Watch this from X.
Please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up,
it was a ride.
You have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. We duplicated the same trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day, pretty much. No one called that a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did.
Yes, it was.
And the machine that we were on, and what it took for the people to get that machine up and running, to get us up and get us back down safely. So, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this. what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, men too,
Yeah, right.
that say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it at this stage of my life. Who would have thunk it? Not me. And how inspired they are.
So they didn't know they could go to Magic Mountain? What the? Yeah. I know a spaceship when it goes up, and I know a ride. That was a ride, Gayle. And you can dilute yourself as much as you want. But that was a ride, Gayle. And you can give all the respect to the roller coaster engineer as well. You are. The roller coaster engineer got to know what they're doing in case you get stuck up there, right? So, right on, roller coaster engineer. But, Gayle, that was a ride. You didn't go to space. You didn't see Jesus. And that was a ride. And those other girls that told you they want to do it too, all they're saying to you, Gayle, they want to go up on the roller coaster too. It look exciting. Poor Gayle. Isn't she too old to be going up there anyway? Or she have a heart attack or something? That wasn't an Elon Musk ride, Gayle. That was a ride, Gayle. Nothing more, nothing less. You went to Magic Mountain and thought you was in outer space. You saw 75-year-old women going up to Magic Mountain? Nick, are you typing me that?
Yeah.
Me. What?
I saw some older lady going up on Magic Mountain.
Oh.
Some older woman.
I didn't know Gayle was 75.
No, not Gayle. I don't know how old Gayle is, personally.
Oh, this is some other.
Correct.
Some other 75-year-old woman at Magic Mountain.
Something around that age. Yeah, it was something like up there.
Here's a comparison of the trajectory of the SpaceX Falcon 9 booster. That's Elon Musk. Mm-hmm. Returning to Earth, and the trajectory of the Blue Origin New Shepard. Watch this.
Yeah, you see here on the left, the little trajectory is the Blue Origin, the Magic Mountain.
That's what Taylor Perry and this woman was on.
Correct.
Gayle.
Correct. If you see that dotted line, it indicates the Kármán line, which is what they say is the boundary of space, where space begins and our atmosphere ends, about 100 kilometers away from the ground. And they get right up to the edge of that. The SpaceX Falcon, however, on the other hand, has a much more complicated trajectory. You can see it goes up. It splits into another part that goes up higher, and then the booster loops back and lands.
That's Elon.
Correct.
I rest my case. Right on, Lord, poor Gayle. And this Taylor Perry, what her trip? If ever we needed you, Lord, we need you now. Tell Gayle and Taylor Perry, whatever her name is. What's her name? Katy Perry. Tell them they went on a ride. It was a quick Magic Mountain trip. All right? Just so they can come back to reality.